Trending news: more troubles for former EFCC boss as new evidence emerges on corruption allegations. The suspended acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Mr. Ibrahim Magu, may be facing fresh cases of alleged relooting of funds recovered by the commission as well as bribery. First News had reported that Magu is currently being interrogated by a presidential probe headed by retired Justice Ayo Salami over allegations of mismanagement and lack of transparency in managing recovered assets by the EFCC boss. A final report of the Presidential Investigation Committee on the EFCC federal government recovered assets and finances from May 2015 to May 2020 made public had seriously indicated and implemented Ibrahim Magu on various allegations leveled against him. Investigate, verify, and review the recommendations of the Presidential Committee on Audits of Recovered Assets as it relates to the EFCC, with a view to ascertain the complicity or otherwise of the AG Chairman Ibrahim Magu in the management of the assets recovered by the Commission, identify venues through which the recovered assets are dissipated and seized, forfeited assets are valued, managed, disposed, or mismanaged with a view to ascertain compliance or otherwise with extant laws, regulations, processes, and procedures. Review the exciting procedures on the management of the seized, recovered, and forfeited assets and proffer standard operational procedures from the management of seized, recovered, and forfeited assets. Determine whether assets recovered during its tenure, whether locally in Nigeria or abroad, are being kept safely in a manner as to preserve their original value, and determine whether all the assets could be properly accounted for by the AG chairman. To confirm if any of these assets have been diverted to the benefit of AG chairman, his family, relation, friends, or favored staff. To recover any such diverted assets and return back to the EFCC or appropriate government agency. The committee was also to investigate and report on corruption and money laundering allegations involving Magu and Beredim change operators, as well as some of his associates, as per the intelligence report and petitions. However, new facts that emerged on how interest rates incurring from 50 billion naira recovered by the EFCC in the period under review were allegedly reluted. Magu is now expected to disclose the whereabouts of the missing interest fund running into millions of naira. It is quite disturbing that conflicting figures are being circulated in the public space by EFCC as the amount of recovered funds. For foreign currency recoveries, EFCC reported to total Nigerian equivalent of 44,338,800,000 882,509 naira, while the naira equivalent to the foreign currency lodgement was representing a shortfall of that. While EFCC reported that naira recoveries of the actual bank lodgement where these discrepancies means that EFCC actual lodgement preceded its reported recoveries. It must be pointed out that the discrepancy of more than 39 billion naira does not include interest accrued in this account since it was opened. This is an apparent case of manipulations of data in a very brazen and a peaceful plane. Therefore, failure to report on the interest on actual lodgement clearly established that interest elements of over 550 billion naira has been relating to the period under review. This is an apparent case of manipulations and a very brazen and unprofessional manners, and this has greatly eroded the public confidence in the anti-corruption efforts, the report stated in part. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. I only have a short comment to give concerning this news. Imagine the arrester becomes arrested. How things changed. Yesterday, it was CAS Alex Baden, late Elemesho Preye, Jonas Ang. Today is Ibrahim Magu. Who is next? Dr. Professor of Law Saga, resign now of your appointment as head of corruption committee under this present regime. Corruption is more pronounced now than the previous regime, so you need to resign. Yeah, look at what is happening. Here we are. Magu is now a looter and no more a saint in the master house. He has been the one arresting people for looting money. He was behaving then as if he is the most innocent person on earth. He was behaving as if he is the most cleanest person in the world, arresting people as if it's no man's business. Never knew that him alone is hiding something in the cupboard. He's hiding cockroaches in his cupboard. He's behaving as if is not corrupt. The people that he has been arresting are the most corrupt people on earth. Never knew that he also has an hidden agenda. He's even worse than the people he has arrested. If I start counting those he arrested, claiming that they loot money, claiming that they dupe and all of that, claiming that they are being bribed to do one or two things, you will marvel. What goes around comes around. That is it. So viewers, what is your take on this news concerning this comment? Concerning this news, what's your take on this news? If you have any comments concerning this news, don't hesitate. Drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive updates whenever I publish new videos. Thank you.